Hi, and welcome to Hadi News Network. I'm Amira Tariano.
And I'm Justin Impresso. Advances in agriculture, science, and medicine caused the world population to increase to 2.5 billion people in 1950, while vaccines, antibiotics, and clean water supplies caused decreases in death rates. Populations in Asia, Africa, and developing nations are dramatically increasing. According to UN, the global population will be around 9.7 billion people by 2050. Breaking news, however, others say that the population is actually receding. While the population is increasing, many countries are experiencing AIDS crisis and failing fertility rates.
That incited many debates over how many people the Earth and its limited resources can support, the carrying capacity of the planet. A group of scientists and economists called the Club of Rome focused on whether the Earth can support the growing population. We have an exclusive interview with a member of the Club of Rome. Over to you, Noah.
Thank you, Amira. I'm with Joshua G., the member of Club of Rome. In 1972, the Club of Rome published the limits of growth. What message were you trying to convey?
What we were trying to convey was society's overuse and overexploitation of Earth's resources.
22 years later, in 1992, the Club of Rome released A Warning to Humanity, which was signed by 99 Nobel Prize winners. What makes this document so important and so different from the limits of growth?
We are trying to warn our society as we continue to overexploit. We will begin to see a drastic reduction of our resources, which will lead to an end of humanity.
You guys said that our resources have decreased, but the opposite has happened, and our reserves have increased as well. You faced many criticisms after this. Do you believe that you guys are being too pessimistic?
Not at all. As we stated in our publication of our 1999 version of Beyond Our Limits, we still continue our belief in our predictions.
Thank you, Joshua G. Now back to you, Amira.
Thank you, Noah and Joshua. Now let's go to Maya Esteban for our yearly climate report.
Hello, I'm your weatherman, Maya Esteban. Greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, methane emissions from automobiles, fossil fuel, and animal stool cause the global temperature to rise. According to climate.gov, the January 2022 global surface temperatures was 1.60 degrees Fahrenheit. Since 1880, temperatures continue to increase by 0.14 degrees per decade. Although that number may seem small, the smallest changes in temperature could cause changes in rainfall. In recent news, in Africa, multiple tropical storms pummeled Madagascar, Malawi, and Mozambique as a result of increased rainfall. On the other hand, there is a drought in Somalia as a result of climate change. This is a humanitarian crisis, and many individuals are dying from dehydration and starvation. Climate change is also currently causing a rise in sea levels, which could cause the submersion of coastal cities like San Diego. I'm your local weatherman, Maya Esteban. Back to you, Amira and Justin.
Thanks, Maya. We better watch out for those greenhouse gases.
Actually, a conference in Kyoto was held in 1997 to reduce emissions. However, it did not require major pollutants such as China and India to reduce their emissions.
Breaking news again. Another environmental effect was a threat to biodiversity. Urbanization and exploitation of resources cause destruction of natural habitats. 4,500 species are endangered.
Well, that's all the time we have today. I'm Amira.
And I'm Justin Impresso.
And this was Hadi.
Throughout Luis Echeverria's time in office in Mexico, from 1970 to 1976, he argued for pro-natalist policies. People like him believe that a larger population means more power.
I disagree.
You want to know why? It's because some people, like me, want to reduce birth rates through birth control programs and family planning programs. This is because a larger population causes higher levels of pollution and depletes natural resources, degrading the state of our planet. I believe that the right to abortion will help maintaining the population. In recent news, Roe v. Wade, the court decision which established a woman's constitutional right to abortion. The Supreme Court is preparing a case. Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization, which investigates the constitutionality of a 2018 Mississippi law that banned abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy. The Texas Heartbeat Act was also passed, which made it possible for individuals to sue anyone who assists in abortions after the first sign of fatal heartbeat. These developments point to the possibility of Roe v. Wade being overruled. I think that these laws are pro-natalist. Maintaining women's right to abortion will help reduce birth rates, which will benefit the well-being of the world.